Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, or welcome back, here with my weekly wax update as usual. So all of the things that I melted this week, well, the stuff that I finished and the stuff that I started, and a couple of blends. Yeah, not much else to say. It's a Sunday afternoon, so you know, might get a visitor from a certain 7-year-old, but we'll see how we go. So I'll do my empty bags first. So the first thing that I have here is L3 Waxy Wonders, cinnamon, sugar, coffee bean, zucchini bread adipose. This has been good. I've liked this. You know, I don't always love blends with coffee bean. It's not my favorite coffee oil, but this one I feel like the coffee is not that strong. It's more kind of zucchini bread and even sweet, like with the adipose. So the kind of like, what is it? It's like a marshmallow blend. And the cinnamon sugar just adds some nice warmth to it. So this has been enjoyable. It's been nothing I've been like wanting to rave about or, you know, repeat over and over. So I probably don't need it again, but I did enjoy it. I think for that one, maybe the throw wasn't the best. It was a bougie bar. Sometimes with the bougie bars, the pieces, like it's a snap bar of 7, and sometimes the pieces aren't quite enough. Sometimes they are, but they are a little bit less than what I would normally put into a warmer for my L3. So, I do sometimes find with the bougie bars, I actually probably need 1.5 of the pieces, but I don't normally figure that out until too late. So might have been that with that, because yeah, it feels like a medium throw. Apple, cinnamon, sugar, coffee bean. So this one I didn't love. This one, I feel like the cinnamon and the coffee bean just got really kind of overpowering, and it did the thing that coffee bean sometimes does, which smells a bit like dirty coffee water to me. It doesn't always do it. It's a lot of the times in a lot of blends it smells really good, but just every now and then it gets this kind of old, dirty coffee smell, and that's what I got here quite a bit. I could smell the apple a little bit. I think a lot of people do like this combo, so I think it's just me and my relationship with that coffee bean oil. Again, sometimes it's good. It just depends on what it's blended with. This one does throw quite strongly, so it is one of those scents I kind of can't escape from. So yeah, not a repurchase, that one. Finished my first bag. I have multiple bags of this, of roasted coffee, pumpkin pecan waffles, vanilla butter fudge and sugar shortbread. This one I love. It was one of my customs. I just fell in love with it. Just absolute perfect bakery combo. Pumpkin pecan waffles. I should try pumpkin pecan waffles, vanilla butter fudge and sugar shortbread with other things. Like, I love the roasted coffee. The roasted coffee, it is kind of a more subtle coffee scent, but it just adds a really nice kind of depth to it. But I reckon this would be good with zucchini bread. I think instead of the roasted coffee, I think there's a lot of things you could do with it. So I might play around with that in future. But for now, just love this. It is sweet, but not like overwhelmingly so. It's just really delicious. So, and it always throws quite well. So yes, I bought like literally 5 fluted tart bags of it because it wasn't a loaf. So I would have got a loaf if a loaf was an option. So we'll see how I feel when I finish those 5 bags. Sometimes even when I absolutely adore a scent, by the time I've melted that much of it, like the whole doggy bag plus 5 of those, I might be done with it by then. But right now it does feel like a scent I will keep wanting to repurchase. I did just some brown sugar pound cake on its own in the bedrooms one day. I don't mind this. It's a nice kind of blender. It's not like a bakery that I absolutely rave about. And on its own, it was fine. It's a little bit oversweet. Like, I love brown sugar, but, you know, kind of mixed in blends with other things. So, yeah, it's fine, but not something I will keep getting blends with it in there if it looks good, but I don't think I need to get it on its own again. I finished up, I think this is the last that I had of my Super Tart Strawberry Pound Cake. So, very precious, but I do have more sitting at the forwarder at the moment. I have 2 whole band bags of it, so I figured I'm good to use it up for now. Because Super Tarts, as you probably know if you've watched my channel a bit, has my absolute favourite strawberry pound cake. This time I blended it with, no, not this. What did I blend it with? That is incorrect. I blended it with something. What did I blend it with? I'm having absolute mental. Oh yeah, here we go. I blended it with spiced pumpkins. So this is pumpkin pecan waffles, tray lash cake, and cinnamon donuts. Another absolute like favorite staple scent for me from Super Tarts. I just went, they would go really good together as a bakery strawberry pound cake combo, and they did. It was delicious. Her strawberry pound cake is just really, I don't know, it's just fantastic. So this was a great combo. I would do it again once I've got my bam bags of this. I will do it again, and it was strong. I've just finished off, and I mean, I've literally just put it in the warmers. Strange. So this was one of the mini loaves that Super Tarts used to do. I can't remember what they were called. I've had it since July 2020, so it's over 3 years old now. Strange is, it's a fruity combo. It's kind of a tropical fruity combo, but it's got a little bit of a depth to it that I don't normally get. I think it's got like, oh, I can't remember. I think it's got like a rose medley. It's got like a citrus. Yeah, it smells like a kind of fruity but also slightly herbal cocktail almost. Maybe I'm getting my wires crossed with Valkyrie in the notes. I'm melting Valkyrie as well at the moment, which, so yeah. Yeah, this one's like a peachy fizzy tonic. This one, I think it has rosebuds or something. There is something else in there other than like the fruits, and it makes it really unique, but without being like super floral or anything. It's one I've always enjoyed. Like, maybe not reach for as much to justify this much wax, which is why it's taken me so long to melt, but it is just a really, really good, it's tropical fruity, but without being too oversweet, too strong. Like, it's just a really well balanced scent. So I will get more of this. I don't need this much of it, but like, I don't know, if she does clamshells or shapes, I'd get a couple more just to have, because I do really like that one. So yeah, Valkyrie, this one I have half the notes on the back. This one's got tangerine, fizzy, peach tonic, neroli blossom, and I think rosemary. I'm sort of filling in the blanks here. And yeah, this one, Valkyrie and Strange, they might not have these names anymore, by the way. I don't know if they've been renamed. I fell in love with them both around the same time because they're both fruity but just different. Like, like the rosemary and the neroli blossom in here, again, it's not like super herbal fruity scents. They're definitely, they're not super herbal or floral, but they definitely have just something different in them to a straight fruity scent. And they've both thrown really strongly for quite a long time. So both Valkyrie and Strange, probably like a half BAM size like this that I had a Valkyrie would probably be a good size for both. So I definitely will get them both again one day. And then the last empty, and I blended it with something else. I did Super Tarts Pink Sugar, and I melted it with Jolly St. Nick. So Jolly St. Nick is Snow Frosted Sandalwood, Sweet Cranberries, and Silver Birch. This was an incredible combo. This was just like, what made me think to do it is that I think it's a birch pink, Palo Santo birch pink sugar balsam. I can't remember. Anyway, there's this Palo Santo pink sugar tree scent that Super Tarts has, which is amazing. It was in the sampler and I bought multiple of it. And I was thinking of that when I went and did this combo, and it was like definitely similar, because that silver birch scent, like I'm convinced that Super Tart scent, even though it doesn't say silver birch, I'm convinced it has silver birch in it because it smells exactly the same. And so this one was definitely different because it has the sandalwood and the sweet cranberries. Not that either of those notes come through like super strongly. They're just there, they're just there. And so with the pink sugar, it was amazing. Like, I just love pink sugar with those types of combos. I'd definitely do that combo again. I'd definitely get Jolly St. Nick again. I've been through a few clams of it. It's been a favourite of mine for a long time. Combo through really well. Like, yeah, really liked it. Alright, so now into all of the rest of the first melts and stuff. So I did Rose Girl's Autumn Mountain. Figured I'd probably, given that autumn is done here. And it's done in name, and it seems to be done in like nature too. Like, it's been cold this weekend, and that's probably why I melted it, but next week it's going to get quite warm. So we're apparently going to have a warmer spring than normal, which hasn't happened in quite a few years, so I'm a bit nervous about that. Anyway, Autumn Mountain is Cider Lane Dunk My Donut and Pumpkin Pecan Waffles. I really, really enjoy this. This is the second bag I've done now. I had a bag of it last year. And Cider Lane is such a tricky one for me because it often smells soapy. I don't know why it smells soapy, but sometimes it smells soapy. But here it doesn't. Here, this is just perfectly appley, bakery, sweet, just really, really good. So, love this one. I probably will pull it out a few more times. I'm guessing anytime the weather, you know, we need to have a slightly morning where I want to feel, we have a morning where I want to feel slightly cozy, I will reach for that. And really strong too. That one is really strong. I do though, like with all the Rose Girls bakery type scents, if I get a bag, I like to finish it off in the year. Like I just don't like, I find that they don't last much long beyond the year, which is okay. I find if it's a mini melter scent I like well enough, the mini melter bags are a good size. A year is like a good time frame for me. I usually get them done. So I don't, as long as it's a scent I like and I know I'm going to reach for, I'm usually okay with that. I did L3 Palo Santo Vanilla Bean Marshmallow Apple Cider Donut and Brown Sugar. This was fantastic. This was so good. I can't believe I haven't, I mean, I probably only had it here for a few months, but I'm surprised it's taken me so long to melt it. It is quite sweet because it's got vanilla bean marshmallow, it's got brown sugar. It's very, yeah, it is very sweet. And the Palo Santo, it leans quite smoky here too. But then you just get hints of the apple from the apple cider donut. Like, yeah, very, very, almost too sweet. Like, it's almost at a level where I'd say, oh, it's a bit much, but it's just perfect. It just rides that line. So I really enjoyed this. It threw quite well. I would definitely get more of this one. This one was really, really good. This bag, this cloud cake bags are always really hard to get closed again. I also did L3 Sugared Apples Palo Santo Toasted Mallow. This one I liked. I didn't like as much as that other one though. The sugared apples leans a little soapy to me. Again, I don't know what it is with these apple scents and smelling soapy. This one's, it's, to me it is actually more of a body care. I think when I've encountered it, I feel like it's a little bit more body care than bakery. And I feel like you mostly get the sugared apples, but then with additional sweetness from the toasted mallow. So this one is very sweet. And it's almost like it's got boardwalk mallow clouds or something in here. Palo in here was very subtle. Compared to this, I definitely could detect the palo in this one. Really not so much in this one. So this one was just okay. I didn't love it. It was quite strong, but I don't think I need to repurchase it. Teddy Bees Lady Lena. So this one is Vanilla Birch, Cashmere Plum, Beach Treats, and a hint of Palo Santo. Very, very, very pretty scent. I will probably let it cure for a bit longer. It's had about 6 weeks since it was poured. I feel like it needs a bit longer. Like the throw was kind of medium, maybe even leaning on light, because I had it in my office here and it still didn't do super well. And my office is quite enclosed. It's usually good for throw. But it is really, really lovely. Like, I don't always love the Beach Treats blends, but with the plum and the kind of woody notes, like, it's, yeah, really, really nice. So I'll let this one sit a little bit longer and then I'll try it again. I don't know if it's ever going to be like a super strong blend, so I might keep it in the office, but it's really, really nice. I do want more of that one. Hot Pie and Apple. So Palo Santo Sugared Donuts, hint of chai and a dash of pink chiffon. Blended with juicy apples. So I do love hot pie. I think it's a great blend. This one did not perform very well, and it was poured 11th of July. So yes, it probably could do with some more cure time, but I was kind of hoping that, you know, kind of coming up on 2 months, it should be good. Because definitely my hot pie is stronger, but this one, yeah, even smelling it here, it's not super strong, you know. And I definitely get more apple than I smell of the hot pie. Like, I get a slight touch of, like, the slightly chai. The chai is never super strong in it, but I can smell it a little bit here. So, yeah, I'll let that one sit as well. But that one, it smells okay, but I just don't know if it's one that I absolutely love. cashmere and apples. So white cashmere woods, beech treats, notes of apples and damp wood. I don't know why, but when I melted this one, I actually didn't think that had beech nights, and I was wondering why the whole time. So beech treats is beech nights. I was wondering why the whole time I could smell beech nights. So I really like this one. I do. But I feel like cashmere and apples, it's really, to me, it's beech treats and apples. But I do think the cashmere woods and the damp woods, it's like a beech treats woodsy apple blend. I mean, I will say cashmere is one of those scents that it kind of smells vaguely body care like, but I still don't have a really good sense of what cashmere smells like. But yeah, to me, I definitely smell some woodsy notes, some apple, and some beech treats. But I liked it. I had it in the bedrooms. It threw pretty well. Like, this was a decent beech treats combo for me. I don't know if it would be a repurchase, but it was good and it was pretty strong. Maybe a repurchase. Like, it was nice. But yeah, for some reason it was really bugging me because in my head I was like, no, there is no beech. It's a cashmere and apple blend. It's not a beech treats and apple blend. And so I kept smelling this beech treats. I was like, why does it smell like beech treats? Because it has beech treats. L3, blackberry jam butter cookies, lemon curd, and sugar shortbread. I don't remember this one melting at all. I'm sorry. I don't like how it smells on cold. At all. Like, something about the blackberry jam butter cookies and the lemon curd is really jarring together. But I don't remember it melting. So either it didn't throw, which would be surprising because it smells quite strong here, or I literally just went nowhere near it. So I'll have to comment on that next time. Decided to start on my beloved Boudoir. It was poured in June, so I thought it would be good, but it actually wasn't super strong. And Boudoir is normally a pretty strong scent, so I think it does need a little bit more time. It's pink sugar, Palo Santo, and sugar cookies. There's something about her pink sugar, her sugar cookies and pink sugar and Palo, like, it just, it's so good. Late Night Bake is pretty much this, plus it's got lavender, and I love that as well. And I may end up blending this. I've got this and a loaf, so I can if I want to. Because I got a couple of lavender scents, which I tossed and turned about whether I would or wouldn't in the pre-order. I ended up getting them. So the salty lavender, and which a lot of people raved about, and the new one with pink sugar and vanilla cream. Now, I don't love Teddy B's sweet lavender normally. The only scent I've ever enjoyed it in is that Late Night Bake, which I was really sad didn't get into the pre-order this time. So I kind of figure, particularly that pink sugar one, if I don't love that, then I will blend it with Boudoir and hopefully get something close to, you know, I know it's got extra pink sugar and stuff, but something close to what I like about Late Night Bake. But anyway, back to Boudoir. I love Boudoir. It smells incredible. But yeah, it was kind of light to medium in here, so I think maybe it needs a bit more time. This one was really hard to cut as well. I have found my Teddy B's lately, I think she's tweaked the wax formula a bit so it transits better. And I think she's also maybe pouring it in, like, pours a bit and then comes back and pours more, because it's got lots of, like, ridgy. This is not something unique to Teddy B's. I see this in vendors a lot. You get those kind of ridgy lines when you cut it. But I found that some of the wax, and this one in particular, has just been crumbling. Like, it's soft enough to cut that you wouldn't microwave it. I don't microwave anything. But her wax used to cut really cleanly, but now I'm finding it's very crumbly, which is, it's fine. But I just noticed in particular, like you can see, I've got all of these crumbles back in there from when I cut this. So, and I like to keep them in this tub, whereas with the crumbles, it kind of feels like I need a bag. But anyway, so yes, lots of rambling, but I'm going to sit on the Boudoir a little bit more. I think it will get stronger, because my last Boudoir was quite strong. And then lastly, I'm just going to talk about it all together, because I did blends, but they didn't really blend. So I did one with sweet macerated strawberries from Dessa's, and I think I did that with the cookie therapy, and then I did the zucchini bread with the sweet fresh raspberry sauce. These two are great fruity scents, like the sweet macerated strawberries and the fresh raspberry sauce are just, I love them. They smell legit. They're fantastic, but they are very strong, and I found both of them pretty much overwhelmed what I blended with them with. So, like, I pretty much both just smelled these two scents, which I'm not mad about, but I'd probably try and dial up the bakery because I would like to have these with bakery. The sweet macerated strawberries probably goes a little bit better with bake. Like, I feel like it can be mellowed a bit more. The fresh raspberry sauce is really hard. It is so strong and it is so intense that to get a bakery scent to, yeah, you probably just need a tiny little sliver of the fresh raspberry sauce. So I live and I learn. But anyway, love those 2 scents, but yeah, just a bit tricky to blend. So that's it. That's everything that I finished or started this week. So yes, it is Teddy Beat. Well, by the time I put this video up, I'm sure the pre-order will be done with, but it is pre-order weekend for Teddy Bees. Yes, I did do a bigger order. No, not as big as my last order. I think last time I did something crazy like, I think I did 1 loaf, 5 tubs, and I think I did something like 27 souffles, like a lot. This time I did, I think with the 3 extra that I ordered today, I've done 17 souffles and 7 tubs, no loaves. So still big, but not as big as last time. So yeah, look forward to when all that comes out in sort of 10 weeks time. So that's it. I hope you're all doing really well. I'll talk to you all again soon. Bye.